Hey, before we get started, I screwed up, so here's the Ensenada update. Great rock fishing south of the border down there in Ensenada, Blackfin sport fishing, Costa Baja sport fishing, and Arnie sport fishing. Now let's get to the morning briefing. Hey, good morning, everybody. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's Saturday morning. I'm here in Surfside, California. We are sandwiched between Seal Beach and Sunset Beach here in beautiful Southern California. If you're joining us from around the world and you're not familiar with the geography, we've got fans watching us now from Taiwan. We've got people in mainland China. We have got people from all over the world, Costa Rica and Mexico, and I can't thank you enough. We've got a lot to talk about. We're going to go to Cabo San Lucas, talk about what their fishing's like, long-range fishing. Of course, we're going to cover the local situation here in Southern California, and we've got a lot more for you because things are looking very promising for a great spring ahead. You know what time it is. It is time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Oh, still looking for my cup, by the way. My USA cup is missing in action. I'm going to tear everything apart and figure it out. Since I went to Mexico, I can't find it. But I'll get a new cup or try to figure out where that one is. I was going to retire that to some historical site. I'm sure that will go down in the annals of history someday as something really, really important. Not. But I'd still like to find the darn thing. All right, good to be with you all, and let me get you rocking and rolling on this gorgeous morning. Man, look at that. Is that perfect for whatever activity you want to do? I see a lot of surfers here, a few surf fishermen. Whale watching would be fantastic today. Fishing would be glorious. Not talking about the actual catching, but man, look at this. And it's not really that cold at all. It's a gorgeous morning. All right, let me start you out down in Cabo San Lucas. We checked in with Sean Morgan, our go-to source down there in Cabo, and he says, it's been kind of windy. We haven't been fishing that much. There's a little bit of Sierra mackerel, occasional Dorado, occasional striped marlin, but nothing to write home about. So Morgan sounds like he's down in the dumps a little bit. So let's try to cheer him up and make him feel like the future is bright, because it is. Sean, come on. So kind of slow down there. He's up in San Jose del Cabo, and things will get rocking and rolling. A few weeks ago, it was full speed. Striped marlin, if you remember some of those videos we ran for you, there were marlin coming to the stern of the Wilden Sack, his boat, and just like zooming around and eating a bait. You could drop it right in front of them as if it were a trout pond. Long range fishing. Been windy and even rainy down in the neck of the woods where the boys are fishing. Independent still managed to catch some nicer yellowfin tuna. So depending on weather, it can be pretty darn good with some yellowfin tuna, the 50 to 200 pound class, and then a smattering of wahoo from time to time. But that weather has definitely put the kibosh on them to some extent. Hopefully that'll get out of the picture and they'll get back to some good fishing again here really, really soon. Cedros Island, of course, is a great venue. Probably some of the best yellowtail fishing anywhere in this mundo, in this world of ours. And right now, there's still some yellows around. There's good calico bass, but those big halibut continue to bite. Nice lenguados down there at Cedros. They are biting really good. San Quintin area, we take a look at that, and San Quintin continues to produce some decent yellowtail action on the yo-yo iron. Sometimes they're in the picture, sometimes they're out of the picture, but most every time you get a shot at that yo-yo iron, 50, 60 pound is the best way to take them. And of course, copious amounts of colorful, good eating rockfish will greet you down there. The Pegasus and several other San Diego based boats continue to go to Colonette on the weekends. That's 120 miles down the Baja coast, 140 to San Quintin. So right there, and they are catching good bottom fish with rockfish and whitefish and nice lings, and they are seeing the yellowtail down there. I'm hoping they're on them right now. We'll get a report in here tomorrow for sure and get you updated on how the SD boats do. But man, you talk about really, really a great way to go down the Baja coast, and you're almost guaranteed of some of that great eating rockfish and whitefish. So for example, the Pegasus left last night at 6 p.m. They'll be in 6 a.m. on Sunday. Man, that's perfect for Super Bowl Sunday, isn't it? You get in at 6 a.m. on Sunday morning, and then you put on a delicious fish taco feast. Can't get much better than that. So those guys are doing that. And even like the premier during the week, Monday through Friday, is going across the border on an extended half-day trip. They can fish rockfish in Mexican waters as the season is open there. It's closed here in Southern California until April the 1st. So keep that in mind. No rockfish here in this neck of the woods. We'll keep our eyes on that. Here locally, well, you know, the guys are picking away at a few sand bass, and I'm talking about from San Diego all the way up to Marina del Rey and beyond that for that matter. You know, there's some calico bass and sand bass. Normally it's well below a fish per rod. Every once in a while it's a little bit better than that. Twilight trips out of Marina del Rey have been very, very good. Remember, those bass in the wintertime, most of the stuff that you're focusing on, most of it is going to be on structure. So it's on a sunken ship or a pinnacle or rocks. Nasty neighborhoods for sure. So you got to have some pulling power, and we highly recommend you go with the 40-pound fluorocarbon Love Opsin, www.opsinusa.com. Put in FA at checkout. Greg Brown will send you a perfumed love note as well as a free gift. Good idea to be fishing heavy, and if you can't get a bite, you can drop down to the 25. But remember, the name of the game is to get line ASAP when you get bit. You get bit, you need to be turning the handle and getting that fish away from the structure. Once you get them up there, then you can slow down and kind of go easy so you don't yank them off the hook. But that is the best way to go. 2-ounce sliding egg, 2-ounce torpedo, 2-ounce lead head, something like that. Sometimes with wind and current, you'll have to bump that up a little bit, but keep that in mind. Rodney Sakamoto, he was up in the Santa Monica Bay goofing around, caught a couple of bass on the hookup bait, so that looks pretty good to us. And man, as I say, catch or not catch, it's a gorgeous day. I mentioned whale watching a moment ago. Tom Durr and the Judith Ann out of 22nd Street, not only doing half-day trips, $600, $100 a piece. Take 6 people. You're really more comfortable on there with 4 people, but still very affordable to go out on a boat that does 25 knots. And Tom Durr has been around so long, he knows where the dinosaurs used to feed on the calico bass. So Tom Durr, you can see his info right there. You can jump on a half-day trip with him, or you can go whale watching, take the family, go out for an exclusive, beautiful whale watching trip. There are tons of delphinas out there right now, lots of dolphin, and if you're lucky you'll find a gray whale or two. Not that you need that much luck. When you got on a boat that does 25, cover a lot of ground in a few hours. So that also available to all of you. Whitefish sculpin also here available. That's where you're going to load up on the Monte Carlo out of 22nd Street Landing, City of Long Beach, down there out of Dana Wharf. All the boats are getting on that sculpin, and they are really, really good eating. Hear my voice start to crack? So that is something that is also available to you. Hey, we have been mentioning all this squid that is around, and there is a phenomenal amount of squid. And since China slammed the door on the markets here, a lot of commercial boats just threw in the towel. There was no reason to fish squid with no market available. So that means the little squiddies are out there frolicking and having fun, and more importantly, getting the food chain going. You know, the big ones come to eat the little ones, and that is in motion right now. Catalina's had a phenomenal amount of squid this year, and so is San Clemente Island, Santa Barbara Island, all the Channel Islands. Man, I see white sea bass in our future. Halibut, man, that could go also. You remember those local halibut that we saw just the other day? The boys on the Freedom and the Pursuit caught those fish. Man, that is just all part of this squid thing. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a phenomenal spring. I can see it coming. Speaking of that, if you are a private boater, then you need to see Tino Valentine. The guy that runs the Freedom also has a business, squidcrowders.com. Squidcrowders.com. He's got your squid brails, your squid crowders, and as always, if you purchase anything, you'll get a free t-shirt. And maybe, if you're really, really nice to Tino, he'll teach you the ancient Chumash Indian sheep's head call. It's extraordinary, and it will help you so much. So, squidcrowders.com, don't wait too long. Supply chain issues and everything else, you'll definitely want to get in line right now. Get all that taken care of, because that is going to be a huge part of your success this year, you definitely want to do that. All right, it is show season, don't forget that. So the shows are coming up, whether it's the Bart Hall show in San Diego, the PCS show at the Orange County Fairgrounds, the Bart Hall show up in Long Beach, and there's some other stuff smattered in there. Make sure you attend them all. Bill DePriest will be on our show here pretty soon talking about the PCS show, which really looks like it has grown and it's going to be a really great show this year. So showtime, I'll see you at every single one of those shows, that's for sure. Surf fishing, it couldn't be a more perfect day. And with halibut starting to move in, normally we're waiting for the grunion to get those things in here. That'll start to occur in March, but you know, I got a feeling you're throwing a lucky crab lure, 3/4 ounce chrome crocodile here, you might get a bite. And if I didn't have so much to do today, I'd be doing that. I have to, however, give this a shot, maybe tomorrow. All right, my friends, always great to be with you, especially on a glorious, beautiful day like today. We've got a lot of shorts up, including Shaq O'Neal going to King's trainer and asking him, hey, what's this $90,000 deduction all about? You're going to love that, and we got a lot more for you. So you have a great day. As always, I send you my very, very best. Thank you for joining us. Remember to hit that like button. Hit that bell. You'll be notified when there is new content. Subscribe and share these videos with a friend if you enjoy what we are doing. All right, take care, my friends. Have a wonderful weekend. Hope to see you really, really soon. Good morning. Nice fish.
That's a nice one.
Good job, Nick. Double on deck.
Woo!
From the distance. Oh, you guys.
Trolling a lot of times here, it's been the most popular lure has been this Nomad DTX minnow. 2 of these in the water and 2 Marauders in the water, and these always seem to get bit first. So if you're going to be trolling, you want to definitely pick up one of these.
Time to get the hell out of this.